Right now at 10, the Minnesota man accused of killing Madeline Kingsbury is back in court.
And inhaler prices are being reduced following an investigation by a group of U.S. senators in January.
Plus, after 14 years of service, the 10th Bishop of La Crosse is retiring, and his replacement has been announced.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. The man accused in the death of Winona mother Madeline Kingsbury is back in court today. 30-year-old Adam Fravel is charged with multiple counts of first-degree murder in connection to Kingsbury's death. Fravel's lawyers asked the court for a restrictive order preventing public access to evidence used to indict him in the case. They also asked the judge to suppress from evidence statements he made to police on April 2nd because he was not read his Miranda rights beforehand. The court ruled in favor of the restrictive orders blocking access to grand jury evidence and also agreed not to use any evidence from Fravel's statements. Fravel is due back in court tomorrow.
A former Toma Hotel employee accused of sexually assaulting guests is headed to trial. 28-year-old Venkatesh Nalabatula appeared in Monroe County Court today. He's accused of sexually assaulting two intoxicated women on two separate occasions last year at the Clarion Point Hotel in Toma. According to the criminal complaint, Nalabatula likely used a master key to enter the women's rooms before sexually assaulting them. Nalabatula denied allegations when questioned by police. The first victim's sexual assault exam found strong evidence that Nalabatula assaulted her. The judge ruled that there is probable cause to continue to trial. Nalabatula faces 5 counts of second-degree sexual assault of an intoxicated victim, as well as 2 counts of burglary to commit battery on a person. He's held on a $500,000 cash bond.
The decommissioned Genoa power plant is no longer standing. The demolition took place this morning, briefly closing Highway 35 and part of the Mississippi River. Today's demolition comes after the coal-fired power plant was retired and decommissioned over 3 years ago. It provided power for the Coulee region for over 50 years. The CEO of Dairyland Power Cooperative says the company has been working to close its coal power plants as they move towards using sustainable energy.
Transitioning to, for us, which is lower reliance on fossil fuel, moving to more renewables. This is the 6th closure, just to show our commitment to carbon reduction.
Ridge says they're looking to redevelop the land and start on a new renewable energy plant in a few years.
Not a bad day in the region, but there are some storms coming their way later this week that Greg has been tracking and will continue to track. Let's get the latest.
Yeah, not a bad day, actually. We got up to the 50-degree mark here with the wind. Even though the wind was pretty strong in the afternoon out of the northwest, we still got up into the low 50s. And so far this evening, not too bad. 37 in Eau Claire to 44 in La Crosse. That wind is still there, but has dropped off. A little bit above average, about 5 to 10 degrees across most of the area, so that did help. A little bit cooler up to the north. The colder air is arriving behind this front. That'll arrive really tonight and tomorrow. That's why our temperatures were up despite the front coming through this afternoon. There's your front right now. It is to the south. We're going to get that northwest flow. Just a few clouds here and there, but more clouds you go further up towards Rhinelander area. And that's going to be the trend overnight. If you're north of Ladysmith, you'll get a few more clouds up there. Otherwise, most of the other areas will be partly cloudy or mostly clear as you wake up with temperatures getting into the teens and 20s. That's despite the wind chill. That's going to be the issue going on for the tomorrow morning, but that wind will also begin to die down as we get to only about 28 for La Crosse, and the same story, 25 by noon for Eau Claire. So it's going to feel more like February despite the plentiful sunshine out there. Now, yeah, we do have the alert day in effect. That goes in effect Thursday night into Friday morning. I'll break down and time out how much snow we'll get for that and additional stuff that we'll get further on for the weekend. So it's going to be quite active once we hit Thursday night.
Quite a change.
Hello, spring.
Yes. Back to winter, spring. It's going to be wet. We're going to get it.
All right.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Whack jobs and morons. That's what Wisconsin's top Republican is calling the people organizing a recall against him. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos not holding back on his right-wing critics who filed a petition this month to try and force a recall vote. Members of Vos's own party have turned against him the last few years because of disagreements over the 2020 election. While Vos did hire former State Justice Michael Gableman to investigate election fraud claims at taxpayer expense, Vos fired him a year after Gableman found no evidence of those those fraud claims. He's also refused to impeach Wisconsin's elections administrator Megan Wolf over those same baseless claims. Criticism against Voss has even come from former President Donald Trump, who endorsed Voss's primary opponent in 2022. At an official luncheon today, Voss says a recall is unlikely.
There's a ton of fraud. And the challenge that we have is the people who organize this are so out of touch with reality. And I'm just going to keep saying it over and over again. They are morons. They are stupid. These people do not deserve the respect that anybody gave them in the media.
The Wisconsin Elections Commission says the recall petition did not have enough valid signatures on it. An ABC affiliate WISN in Milwaukee reports Racine County's DA has received dozens of complaints of fraudulent signatures on that petition. A final recall effort review is still underway.
Wisconsin residents enrolled in Medicaid can receive the birth control pill, Opill, with no out-of-pocket costs or prescription. Governor Tony Evers saying the birth control will start becoming available in some Medicaid enrolled in pharmacies today and expand in the coming weeks. The Democratic governor fulfilling a promise made in his State of the State speech in January that Opill would be available for free to Badger Care Plus members. For those without health care, Opill is available on Amazon for about $20 for a month's worth of tablets.
A second major producer of inhalers says it will cap out-of-pocket prices at $35. AstraZeneca joins Boehringer Ingelheim in promising to cap out-of-pocket inhaler costs beginning June 1st. That announcement coming 2 months after a group of 4 U.S. senators launched an investigation into the 4 major producers of inhalers. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin is one of those 4 lawmakers. Her office says AstraZeneca charges $645 for one of its inhalers in America. In England, that same inhaler costs just $49. Baldwin says getting some new transparency out of pharmaceutical giants is a good start.
The fact that we launched an investigation, and we've seen 2 companies now voluntarily lower the out-of-pocket price for inhalers that's heartening, but it's not enough.
Baldwin says Medicare should be able to negotiate inhaler prices. The CDC reports nearly 500,000 Wisconsinites are currently living with asthma.
After 14 years of service, the 10th Bishop of La Crosse is retiring and his replacement has been announced. Pope Francis announcing early this morning he accepted La Crosse Bishop William Patrick Callahan's retirement request after nearly 47 years as an ordained Catholic priest. The Pope appointing Bishop Gerard Battersby to succeed Bishop Callahan and serve as the 11th Bishop of the Diocese of La Crosse. Bishop Battersby shared with News 8 Now how he intends to begin his new role.
My initial desire is to listen. And before I start to teach, I have to know the hearts and the disposition and hopes of my people. And so that's going to take some time.
Bishop Battersby will be installed as the Bishop of the Diocese of La Crosse on May 20th at the Cathedral of St. Joseph the Workman. Bishop Battersby is currently an auxiliary bishop in Detroit.
Texas is cracking down on border security.
A new law allows police to detain or arrest anyone suspected of crossing the border illegally. The details in a couple of minutes.
Get Startisan. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford truck. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for power or capability, there's a Ford truck waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today. Get an F-150 XLT with 1.9% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 in total savings, and for a limited time, an extra $1,000 in spring bonus cash.
If your tub or shower is less than you'd like it to be, then you owe it to yourself to visit the board store during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show. If you'd like a shower, rain shower, personal shower, shelves, safety grab bars, you can get a complete unit as low as $79.80. Call or visit the board store during the Early Bird Home Show for safety, convenience, and beauty in your new bathroom. Call or visit today.
Hi, this is Mike from Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln. So a lot has changed in the Lincoln world. We're the last luxury vehicle available in Winona County. And now we've picked up the La Crosse market as well because they no longer have a Lincoln dealer. So we're proud to pick up that area. We've been selling Lincoln since 1977. We have a full line service department that can take care of all your Lincoln needs. We sell and service the entire lineup. See us. We're on the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln, Winona.
In a 6-3 decision today, the U.S. Supreme Court says it won't block a sweeping Texas immigration law known as SB 4.
It allowed Texas law enforcement officials to arrest and detain anyone suspected of crossing the border illegally for now. Doug Dunbar has the latest from Dallas.
Texas law enforcement officials now have new broad powers to arrest and jail migrants suspected of crossing the Texas-Mexico border illegally. Their cases then decided by state judges. Tuesday's decision by a divided Supreme Court is a victory for Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
So all Texas is going to be doing is basically enforcing the laws that were passed by Congress that Joe Biden is refusing to enforce.
The Biden administration is suing to strike down the law and Tuesday called it, quote, another example of Republican officials politicizing the border while blocking real solutions. It's calling on Congress to pass a bipartisan border security plan currently blocked in the House. The Texas law, known as SB 4, still faces a challenge in a lower federal court. Supreme Court conservative justices Brett Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Barrett urged the appeals court to rule quickly. In the meantime, multiple law enforcement officials tell CBS News the state has not yet provided guidance on how to enforce the law.
It's not like, oh, he looks illegal and we're going to put him in jail. We can't do that. You know, we can't stereotype someone, someone from Mexico and do that.
Critics expect SB 4 will lead to racial profiling across Texas.
What's to stop a constable or a sheriff from setting up roadblocks and asking everybody for their papers and their passports?
Mexico, for its part, said it won't accept migrants that Texas officials try to deport. Doug Dunbar, CBS News, Dallas.
The Fifth Circuit Federal Court in New Orleans plans to meet Wednesday to consider SB 4. Arguments will be live streamed so that the public can listen.
A popular craft store files for bankruptcy.
They've received over $130 million in order to keep the doors open.
And although spring has started now, we're going to deal with winter-type conditions as we go through Wednesday, cold conditions, and then the snow comes Thursday and Friday. That's why we got the alert day. I'll break all that down and tell you how much snow we'll get and what the weekend looks in store. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
We forge steel bars that hold up bridges, propel ships, and send rockets into space.
But for years, China's been lowballing their prices, so it's been tough to compete.
We can't let China steal Wisconsin jobs, so I wrote a law to require American infrastructure projects use American iron and steel.
Tammy Baldwin got President Trump to sign her Made in America bill.
And then she got President Biden to make it permanent.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Tammy Baldwin has our back.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get 2.9% APR for 72 months on select Sierra 1500 models.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
For 48 years, they've brought you the finest street machines, motorcycles, street rods, race cars, trucks, antiques, and classics in the Midwest. God's Country Racing Association's annual Custom Auto Show is coming to the South Hall of the La Crosse Center, March 22nd through the 24th. Day passes and weekend passes are available at the door. God's Country Racing Association's 48th annual Custom Auto Show is sponsored in part by Curtis Printing Company, Premier Powder Coating, Big Bore Barbecue, Auto Value, and Holman Custom and Collision.
What I love about T-Mobile is that just about anywhere you go, you're going to have coverage.
Where I live is a rural area. The coverage has been awesome.
Reliable coverage is super important for me, for my business.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. which Car and Driver called fun to drive. There has never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Fabric and craft retailer JOANN has filed for bankruptcy.
It's a Chapter 11 filing, which helps the company reduce its debt so it can reorganize.
JOANN plans to leave all of its more than 800 stores and website open for business. The chain received $132 million in new funding that reduces the debt by half.
The company's stock has been delisted from the NASDAQ and it will become privately owned. JOANN, which has been around for 81 years, has been in trouble for some time. Well, we're only minutes into spring, and technically, because it started at, what, 10:06 p.m. tonight, and it is freezing outside.
Yeah, definitely noticing that chill, Greg.
Yeah, you're going to notice the wind chill going into Wednesday, although it is officially spring here. I think it's one of the earliest, like in 120 years, that we've had spring this early, 19th, and it somewhat has to do also with the leap year that we had. But yeah, tomorrow definitely going to be the chill. Then our attention is going to turn to Thursday night into Friday for the snow that's going to be coming through the area, which means you're going to have a messy, probably Friday morning commute. And then we got even more precipitation after that, too. But for tonight, it's the northwest winds. The temperatures will continue to fall into the teens and 20s. Cloud cover a little bit more up to the north, even a few flakes as we go further northeast of Ladysmith. Otherwise, most of the other areas will see on and off clouds. But look at those temperatures in the low 20s to upper teens, even middle teens. That doesn't factor in the wind chill. The winds will continue tomorrow. We'll have more sun, especially southern areas, plenty of sun, but the temperatures will struggle to get up to 30 as we go to noon. And then in the afternoon, they'll struggle even to get to freeze in a lot of locations. That's about 10 to 15 degrees below average. Now, the winds will start to die off a little bit. We'll start seeing increasing clouds tomorrow evening. As you'll see that, the winds will start turning back around because we have that next system coming. But the wind chills, the story as you wake up, we're going to see wind chills potentially below zero in a few areas. Most areas will be in the single digits to teens in the morning. Will kind of improve a little bit, maybe into the 20s, but still not that much better as you go in the afternoon. In the evening, we'll still be in the teens. And then for Wednesday evening, that wind will start dying off, but still it's going to be fairly chilly and cold. Then our attention turns to the alert day that we have for Thursday night into Friday. That's for travel. We have accumulating snow right now, 2 to 6. Really hard to say where that 2 or 6 is going to be right now. All areas will see probably snowfall at some point. As we time that out, we kind of see that band begin to approach the area by Thursday after about 10. Right now, there could even be a little mix in there in the beginning. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But after midnight, we should see snow spread across the area. And then there's going to be a band somewhere that's going to set up across the area. And that's where the heaviest amounts will be. It'll actually then push across the area and be out of here probably by noon with a few showers after that through Friday afternoon. So really right now, Thursday commute looks fine. It's the snow after midnight, maybe a little mix. We'll see if that happens to noon. Slippery, slushy, I should say, Friday morning commute. And then it looks like the temperatures should warm up. We'll have We'll see if wet roads by noontime. How much snow? Really, once again, we know it's going to be about 2 to 6. Right now, the heaviest looks to be right through about this area, I-90 to just to the north, but this has changed quite a bit. This is greater than 6 inches. Most areas will not see 6. It'll be more 2 to 6, but we'll keep an eye on this. We'll have a better idea as we get closer to the event where that band sets up, because that'll impact travel. Once again, it's going to hit during the morning commute, and that's why we're concerned with it, and that's why we have the alert day for that, not so much for the amounts. But for tonight, no issues, but cold temperatures and that wind chill will be there as you wake up with temperatures getting back up into the 30s. Wind chill single digits to teens. Once again, plenty of sun, but it's going to feel like the end of February instead of the beginning of middle of March. And then the snow begins to cut into the area Thursday night into Friday morning with the alert day. We have a dry Saturday, but that's only one brief break because then it gets really wet as we go from Sunday through Tuesday. Some areas could have a lot of rain. We have a lot of snow. Definitely could be travel issues wherever we go. Even thunderstorms are not out of the question with this system. Depends on the track of it. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll look at it closer as we get past Thursday.
Yeah, a lot of variables there.
Yes.
Yeah. Lots of activities.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the T-Wolves looking for their 4th straight win tonight. Plus, a pair of seniors being named to the WBCA All-State squads. Rob has it all next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
We've done many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. Woo!
Whoa.
Oh, hey. Hey. What do we, Steve?
Winners.
I love you.
Right now, you can get 3.99% APR for 60 months on a new 2024 Camry. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Things have sure changed since Osseo Automotive had its roots 100 years ago. But one thing remains the same: our commitment to service and great deals at Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet. Drive home this new 2024 Chevy Equinox for just $33,445 with financing as low as 1.9%. Or this new 2023 Chevy Silverado for just $41,900 with over $10,000 in discounts and rebates. Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The goal of raising a gold ball in Madison fell a few wins short for our Wisconsin boys basketball teams, but a couple of seniors had breakout seasons to wrap up their phenomenal high school careers here in the Badger State. We'll start in D2 with Onalaska's Evan Anderson, the senior being named to the WBCA Division II All-State team as the MVC Player of the Year, guided the Hilltoppers to an 18-7 record, a perfect 12-0 record in conference play, leading his squad with over 23 points a game and finishing his prep career with 1,886 points. Anderson played his first 2 seasons at Black River Falls before eventually heading over to Onalaska before his junior season. Now the D1 commit will pursue his collegiate career at South Dakota in the fall. As for D3, no surprise here. Another dominant run for GET's Cody Schmitz as the senior was named Cooley Conference Player of the Year for the 3rd straight season. Schmitz averaged a league best 30.1 points and 11 rebounds a game. Despite suffering a foot injury last summer, Schmitz led the Redhawks to the sectional final game, with GET falling just 1 win short of the state tournament. The 4-year varsity standout finishes his career with 2,654 points. Let's go to the pros now. Big one at the Target Center tonight. T-Wolves hosting Denver. Minnesota down 13 in the second, but Jaden McDaniels throws it down. Wolves cut it back to 11. Then later in the second, Wolves still trailing, but Monte Morris, nice finish at the cup there. Minnesota gaining momentum in the second half. Anthony Edwards looking to add to his highlight reel. There goes another, and cuts it back to just 7. And Edwards was not done. Later in the third, just a 3-point game, weaving through traffic, Euro step, and a beauty. That cuts it back to just 1. Let's go to the fourth now. It's Mike Conley's turn to dance his way to a bucket. Step back in the paint is pure. Timberwolves would grab the lead, but the 2-time MVP with other plans. Nikola Jokic is going to drain the 3. Nuggets get the win by 3. As for the Bucks, a big one tomorrow night for Milwaukee on the road in Boston. Bucks will be going for their 3rd straight win as they battle East-leading Boston. Bucks are currently alone in 2nd place in the East, but they're still 10 games behind the Celtics for that top spot. Probably unreachable at this point, but still could be a big momentum booster for the Bucks as we get closer and closer to the playoffs. Well, the goal for every team at this point in March is to be playing your best basketball of the season. When it comes to Wisconsin, the Badgers are doing just that as they gear up for their first-round matchup this Friday night in New York. Despite struggling down the stretch, the Badgers bounced back in a big way when it mattered most. 3 straight wins to start the Big Ten tourney, one of those coming against top-seeded Purdue, a team the Badgers fell to twice during the regular season. Then on Sunday, Wisconsin was just a couple minutes away from securing its 4th win in 4 days. Badgers ultimately fall short in the Big Ten title game against Illinois, but Wisconsin earns that 5 seed in its regional. That sets up a date with James Madison this Friday in Brooklyn. The Dukes finished the year with 31 wins. That's tied with UConn for most victories in Division I this season. Badgers head coach Greg Gard knows that it's never an easy ride, no matter who the opponent is at this point of the season.
We'll have to continue to play well. I think that's the main thing, is where we're at right now, and how we've been playing the last 6 games. We got to keep our foot on the gas in that regard. See how far we can roll this down the road.
All right, should be a fun one in Brooklyn on Friday night. Wisconsin and James Madison. Late tip-off for this one, 8:40 at night, but I'm sure all of our Badger fans in the area will stay up.
Hey, right here on WKBT.
There
so
it
you
is.
finish the Badger game, you come see what we're up to.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's a late start, but it's going to be exciting. And it's a fun first-round matchup because you kind of don't know what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't overlook this team because Duke is next if the Badgers do win. Should be a fun one, though.
Absolutely. Historic season for James Madison. Wisconsin was a 1 seed projected a couple weeks ago, you know, before things went off the rails. So a couple of teams who are both riding high. So the seeds are a little bit misleading here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A good matchup.
All
Thanks,
right,
Rob.
fun stuff ahead. We'll be right back after this.
It's spring bonus season. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford truck. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for power or capability, there's a Ford truck waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today. Get an F-150 XLT with 1.9% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 in total savings, and for a limited time, an extra $1,000 in spring bonus cash.
Must have been hard to adjust with everything going on.
Didn't know how to air your grievances.
Maybe things got too heated.
Or the cost of running was too high.
All right, I did it. Okay? I don't know what I'm doing. I need an expert.
I've heard all I needed to. Great job, Brooke. Read him his rights.
You have the right to a great company with over 50 years of combined experience.
That's just a matter of conditioning.
G&T, closing the case on all your heating and air conditioning needs.
Are your windows old and drafty? Your home improvement company can help eliminate your window worries with our custom replacement windows. We'll exceed your expectations with stunning design options and top quality materials, all made in the USA. Your home improvement company provides a superior remodeling experience, and right now buy 2 windows and get 2 free. That's right. Call now to get this amazing offer and also enjoy 0 money down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2025. Call now to take advantage of these great savings.
Ram is built to serve, and you'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
It's last call on a Hemi V8 1500 during Ram Truck Month. Stop into Pischke Motors now to see our great selection. Ram combines power, technology, comfort, and capability with unparalleled durability, towing, hauling. Ram's V8 Hemi 1500 has you covered. Hurry in before they're all gone for good.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin invites you to experience the thrill of gaming like never before. With 6 locations across the state, there's something for everyone. Whether you're a slots enthusiast, a poker pro, or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Plus, indulge in delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more excitement to your visit. Come join the fun at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
You know, our sense of smell is a powerful tool. Whether it's a loved one's perfume or the fragrance of a favorite place, a scent can transport us.
Now, Bottled Brilliance aims to capture the essence of Wisconsin. Alex Corradetti reports.
We made way for a scratch and sniff investigation, diving deep into the nostrils of our state. I stepped into the scent lab to put on my aromatic armor, suiting up to sniff out the right ingredient. It's a whirlwind of Wisconsin cranberries, cheese curds, brats, Miller Lite, custard, and we tie it all together with a dash of a splash from Lake Michigan. Oh, there's sand in it! Let's mix this curd pleaser up. It was time to bottle our blended brilliance and start marketing the scent for all to savor.
Introducing Wisconsin. Smell the dairy state for yourself with a refreshing hint of Lake Michigan. Wisconsin. Smell the dairy air.
Will our perfume turn heads? Let's find out by picking the noses of our newsroom.
What do you smell?
It smells like beer.
Oh. What do you smell?
What am I sniffing?
Is there cheese in this?
Is this actual, like, lake water?
Could be.
Oh, could be. What were you doing along the lake?
It smells like wet feet. Looks like vomit.
Wisconsin, we're a fragrance.
Not this.
Clearly, our perfume stinks. So we headed on a sniffari to Madison, Wisconsin, where we met scent sorceress Christy Moe.
I am founder and creator of Zodica Perfumery.
Moe is the mind behind a line of celestial fragrances.
They are inspired by the zodiac, and you actually have an 80% chance of liking your own sign.
Scents inspired by the stars, and now a legendary concoction.
Eau de Wisconsin is how you found us. I haven't asked the question what it smells like. Usually I tell them like what the scent notes are, but we can definitely like experiment with that. I'd love to hear feedback.
We headed to the airport to get their 2 cents on this scent.
What does Wisconsin smell like?
That's a good question.
It smells like happiness.
Any thoughts?
Like apple cider and like a little spice.
Beer, cheese, cheesy beer.
Some good, like, Midwest values.
There were a lot of different answers. If you're wondering, Eau de Wisconsin, about 1.7 ounces, that'll run you $110. So you can literally see what Wisconsin smells like. And
Wow.
Of course. So I think it's different for everyone.
Yeah, I smell fresh air in Bimbo's Bakery. I always smell fresh bread.
There
So
you
that's
go.
what I think that's what Wisconsin smells like to me. What about you?
I like the answer. It smells like happiness.
I like that one too. It does.
That guy's on to
We're
something.
all happy here. Everyone's happy. All right, we'll have one final look at your forecast when we come back.
Get tax relief savings right now at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale, and when you spend $9.99, you'll get an extra 7% tax relief discount, plus get interest-free financing. 7% tax relief savings now at Home Furniture.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $2,750 cash allowance, plus $2,250 trade assistance on Silverado, LTZ, and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
Hang on tight, Wisconsin, because fun just got a lot faster. It's Fast Play from the Wisconsin Lottery, an all-new style of lotto games that combine instant wins with the progressive jackpot. Playing is easy at any lottery retailer. Just print, play, and know if you're a winner instantly. The progressive jackpot starts at $10,000 and grows with each ticket sold. The share of the jackpot increases with the price of the ticket. Fast Play is available now, only at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
We have payments for every budget here at Chrysler Winona. Lease a 24 Ram Crew Cab 4x4 for $469 per month. A new Jeep Wrangler 4xe Hybrid, just $479 per month. And a new Jeep Compass Limited, just $289 per month. So stop by today to Southeast Minnesota's only locally owned Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealer at Chrysler Winona, downtown Winona.
Whether you're looking for a complete bathroom makeover or a simple bath or shower conversion, your home improvement company will exceed your expectations with stunning design options and top quality materials. We can complete your project in as little as 1 day, and all our work is always backed by a lifetime warranty on parts and labor. Call now to get up to 30% off your bathroom remodel and enjoy 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2025. Call now to take advantage of these great savings.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, get interest-free financing for 3 years on Tempur-Pedic mattresses, plus a $300 shopping card with free white glove delivery and a 120-night comfort guarantee. Tempur-Pedic mattresses available at Home Sleep Express.
All right, cold tomorrow. We have snow then coming Thursday night, Friday morning. That's the alert day, so it could be a messy Friday morning commute, and then it gets even more active as we go Sunday and beyond, too. So stay tuned.
A very busy 8-day ahead of us. All right, thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow.